You came into my home. And you brought your armies. What did you think would happen? Peace? That isn't how the world works. Don't speak to me of your virtues. Duty. Kinship. Honor. You've forgotten what you are.
The action fighting game from Ubisoft, For Honor, hopes to bring you back to the old days of warfare when skill and swordsmanship reigned supreme. In the gameplay department, For Honor does a great job in making you feel like a highly trained swordsman without having to spend the many hours to reach that level. The 3-tier guard attack system works great and fluid for one-on-one combat. Less so on multiple enemies, but with the nice addition of the revenge system, which lets you get a boost in offense and defense for a brief period. Defeating more than one opponent at a time is possible. The 3 main game modes are also pretty fun and has a good enough distinction apart to feel unique, as well as surprisingly decent campaign with cutscenes to boot. In the story department, For Honor has a pretty fun campaign with a story that's interesting and allows you to play as each of the factions and the many different heroes in the game. Even though the story mode is awesome for a fighting game, especially after the latest Street Fighter, it isn't a reason to go out and buy the game specifically for. On normal, you can beat it within 7 hours, and the ending cinematic is kinda lackluster, but does open it up for a sequel. In the music department, the game doesn't have too many musical themes in the game that resonated with me while not playing outside of the mainstream theme. This is a fighting game, however, so that point isn't too much of a concern. The in-game sound effects, though, are crisp and are actually very important in combat, with different heroes having distinct audio cues of when they're going to attack, which you can use to put up your guard. The game does a great job of immersing you into the many different heroes, both in battle and in the story mode. In story mode, you can pick your character from a list of males and females with their own aesthetic, and for online battles, you can customize your character even further, from color to armor and weapon blade, and hilts and everything in between. You can also pick out new executions and special effects for your hero as well. For Honor fits its genre well, being a fun competitive fighting game with weapons that brings about memories from the old Bushido blade days. In the replay department, For Honor offers enough content to keep you coming back. Outside of the story mode, the multiplayer will keep you coming back for weeks to get better at your fighting, as well as to rank up to unlock more cool customization for your character. In the fun department, For Honor was a blast for me that I almost didn't get. When I initially heard about the game last year, I was happy for it, but as time passed, I started to lose that initial hype that I had, especially after not getting a key to the closed beta. But thankfully, after trying out the open beta though, I was hooked, and I actually pre-ordered the game like 2 hours before it came out digitally, so I could do a live stream and play it right when it became live. If you played the open beta, or should I say the demo, and liked the combat, I definitely recommend buying the full copy. However, if you didn't play the beta or were looking for just a single player experience, I'd advise to hold off until the game gets cheaper in price, or to watch more gameplay vids to see if it's something that you like. After calculating the scores, For Honor gets a 6 out of 7.